Hey guys, Pulls 38 here. We're going to talk about staying in or bugging out. You got your bug out bag, you got all your cool stuff in it. You've tried it out in every little situation you can try it out in all types of weather, and you're just biting at the bit to get at it. So now all of a sudden, it hits the fan, and it hits the fan hard. So you're ready to bug out. Well, when do you know when to bug out? How long do you stay put? I think for a lot of people, it's going to be a wide range, but I think you have to have a rule. And I think when it becomes unsafe, obviously, when it becomes unsafe to be bugged in anymore, it's time to bug out. If you was out in Colorado this year with all the floods, obviously you're going to stay as long as you can. But as the water's rising and you're starting to get trapped in, and your only way out that lane is getting ready to get flooded over, it's time to go. You're not bugging in no more. Fires that was out in the west this year, it's the same thing. When it happens and it's not safe no more, you got to go. Say that it's a blackout. You know, the grid's gone down and it's totally black. And I'm sure in your big areas, you know, out on your west coast and your east coast and your big cities, and even Atlanta, Cincinnati, and St. Louis, and on and on and on. But I'm sure them cities will have their bad areas for the first few days, maybe a week. But then them bad areas are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And they're going to get out into your suburbs. They'll eventually get out. So when do you bug out of them? Well, if I'm in the Bronx, my butt's gone when it hits. I may stay a few days, but after that, I'm out of there. If I'm in a very rural area, like what I live in, I would probably be good for a long time, you know. I think it'd be important in any situation to know what's in your surroundings. I think you need to go out, and you're in a if you're in a world without order, there's no rule of law whatsoever, and it's just you against the world. You don't stay in your house and wait on them to come to you. You need to get out, not bug out. Get out, do a little recon, make sure they're not coming into you. And as long as that don't happen, you can stay there indefinitely. But once it comes in and you're getting outnumbered, you don't want to be in your house when the firefight happens. You want to be out. You want to take that firefight to them. You don't want them bringing it to you. You know, and when do you bug out? Is it just you? Is it you and your wife? Do you have small kids? Do you have teenage kids? Can the teenage kids help carry stuff? Does Grandma Betty live with you? Sorry about using the word Betty, but does she live with you? Can she walk? Can she carry anything? What if she can't walk? What if she's in a wheelchair? Now what are you going to do? I really don't have an answer to that. Obviously she's not like a horse where you take her around back. You don't want to do that. So grandma's got to be able to go with you some way, and you need to think about that. You need to think if you have small children. You're traipsing through the woods. You know, obviously you're not going to be on state routes. You're not going to be on these routes where all the traffic is, and you're going to be myself. I'm going to be out away from everybody, but you're traipsing with people, small children, your elderly people, yourself. Could you right now jump up, throw your pack on, put your chest rig on, get your gun, jump out, and go for miles? Probably not. The ball goers couldn't. Hell, I don't think I could. So you need to think of all that. The worst thing you want to do when it hits the fan, when you're in a world without order, you don't want to become a refugee. The last thing you want to do is be a refugee of anything. You don't want to be in some FEMA camp somewhere. You don't want the government, because they did such a very good job down there with Katrina and the dome. You don't want to become that. You need to be self-efficient. You need to be able to be on your own, make your decisions, and you need to go. And you need to be prepared to go. If all of you jumped up right now, total blackout, tornadoes coming, whatever's happening, something's getting ready to happen, you ran out to your car right now and flipped the key on, how much gas is in that car? Is there enough gas in that car to even get you out of the city? Away from everything that's going to happen? Do you have gas in your shed, in your garage, wherever you keep your gas at? Is there enough to get you that 100 miles, 75 miles, whatever it is? Something to think about. You know, it's not, everybody wants the zombies to come, but I don't want those zombies to come. I think it'd be terrible. I ended up probably being a stupid zombie and getting my head bashed in anyway, so I don't want that to happen. But you need to think. And you need to think of the worst situation you could possibly think of and put yourself in that. If you had to go right now and all you got on is jeans and a t-shirt and a hoodie and cowboy boots, could you go for miles? Probably not. Jeans are the worst thing to wear anyways. It takes forever for them to dry out. You know, you need to look at your clothes. You need to look at your surroundings. You need to look at your vehicles. You need to look at any and every situation you could possibly get yourself into and figure out if you can get yourself out of that and how you're going to get out. What's the best way to get out? Where I live, I have a big city to the east, I have a big city to the south, and I have a big city due west. So my only way to go would be southwest or go north. I really don't want to go north. And you need to look at that. And what would be the best route? What's the best route for you to go right now to get yourself into a safe zone? And that safe zone might be some little patch of woods in some farmer's field somewhere for you for a while. Where is that safe zone for you to go to? And how are you going to get there if you got to take your car, your bicycle, your quad, your golf cart, or put your feet down on the ground and start hiking it? How are you going to get there, and how long is it going to take you to get there? And can you get there safely with the people that you have? I think you need to bug in as long as it's safe for you to bug in any situation. You don't want to leave your home that you feel comfortable in and you have all the comforts of home in, because once you leave home, there's no comfort. When you're bugging out, I've done wilderness stuff, I've done survival stuff, and you don't sleep very good at night. You're cold, you're wet. I've been out at 0, I've been out at 106, I've been almost hypothermia, shaking, freezing. It's not a fun situation to be in. It looks cool on TV, and it looks really cool with all that stuff hanging in your closet. But the reality of it, it is not cool. It sucks. It sucks really big. You ask any soldier that has gone and done any kind of training, if it's up in the snow training, the mountain guys, you talk to them people and you ask them if it's fun. It's not fun. It might be fun for them for a few hours. It sucks to wake up cold, and it sucks to wake up hungry, and it sucks to wake up wet. Trust me. So before you put yourself in that situation, you need to think, can I handle it? Can I do it? Once I bug out and I leave this, what's out there? How am I going to be able to handle it? How am I going to be able to handle it with my wife, my kids, and Grandma Betty over here? You know, because I'm going to be the leader. I have to show that I'm strong enough for them. You need to think about it. And, hey, get maps of your area. I said it last time. Get maps of your area and know what's around you. You know, take walks. Go walk a half, 3/4 of a mile in different directions and walk the same direction back, because you're going to see something different on the way back than you did on the way there. See what's around your area. You might not. You might get with some neighbors, and them neighbors might be on the same page as you and might give you more people in your little group, you know. Nothing wrong with that, as long as you can trust them. I'm not a real trusting person, but as long as you can trust the people that's in your group, it'd be great to have a group. But it's something to think about. Put yourself in that worst situation with the gear you have and with your family or your friends or whatever's around you, and see how the outcome will turn. Hopefully we'll never have to use it. We can just sit here on YouTube and keep talking about it, but hey, get out and use it and try it. You never know when you might need it. Thanks.